Hi guys, this is Jana here, welcome back. Guess what we're gonna make today? Can you guess? We're going to make a banana peel dish because you guys asked me so much. We're going to make a banana peel bolognese. How fun is that? And also because there's this YouTuber called Julien Solomita. I have never seen his videos before, but he's a fun guy. I really liked it. And he tried to make the banana peel pulled pork, but it wasn't my recipe, it was somebody else's recipe. And he didn't get it right because there was a lot of things missing, a lot of ingredients, he didn't get it right. So this video is to prove him wrong. So Julien, we're going to teach you how to make it properly and you're going to love it, I promise you. And by the way, have you ever seen my other banana peel dishes? I have made a very nice meatless meatballs using banana peels. I have made, as you know, the banana peel pulled pork, the banana peel curry, and the hamburger patty. All very, very delicious. And also, I want to remind you before we start the video to hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you get notified every time I make a video, and the like button because that helps a lot too. So let's go. So we start with a good butter, like of course vegan butter, and a drizzle of olive oil. Everything melt through, we're going to add a good cup of mirepoix. I taught you guys how to make mirepoix. This is very nice to have in handy because it gives the food extra nutrition, extra color, and extra vitamins. And now we add a little bit of salt, just to help the vegetables to wilt and cook faster. And now we let the vegetables cooking for 7 to 8 minutes in medium-low heat. I want to extract the best flavors out of them, and the best way of doing that is to develop the Maillard. And Maillard is that golden brown color that you see in the food. And now we're going to add some garlic, and I'm going to use a garlic crusher because I'm in love with it again. So now we cook the garlic for about 40 seconds. Still medium-low heat. We don't want the garlic to burn. God forbid, no. All right. Either you are going to add only the banana peels, to which I'm going to show you following how I cut it, or you can add something else like mushrooms or whatever vegetable you like. And I'm going to explain to you why I like to do that, because spaghetti bolognese, it's made with meat, and normally two kinds of meat, like a pork and beef, and which gives the food these kind of a multi-texture, a feel, a bite to it. And if you add two ingredients like that, like banana peels and mushrooms, they will complement each other, and it's gonna be like, in my opinion, if you don't want to do that, use only the banana peels, go ahead, just add more bananas than these. Mushrooms are in. I use my food processor and post it 2 times or 3 times. It can't be too fine because they turn into water and paste. We don't want that. Give it a good stir. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, just a tiny bit. And we let them wilt a little bit. These again should take about 5, 6, 7 minutes, medium-low heat. And while we have our mushrooms ready, I'm going to explain to you guys a little bit about the banana peels. Don't freak out, they're perfectly edible. And for us vegans, especially because they have vitamin B12. Good, isn't it? And the nutrition about the banana peel, I will post down below, and on my blog, so refer to it and for further information about this dish. So the bananas that I used was a little bit greenish, as you can see. You can use ripe bananas. The difference is the ripe bananas, they are sweeter. You're gonna have to scrape the white part because they tend to get sweet when you cook them, okay? And if you use the greenish bananas, you have thicker peels. Of course, you have to scrape it a little bit just to be sure, because you don't want at the end to discover that that's a little bit sweet. So just to be on the safe side. Obviously, my bananas are organic, and I wash them by, I use a brush under the running water, and then I leave them in a solution, half water and half vinegar for 5 minutes till I put the whole bananas in a water solution. And it's just to be sure that they are clean and free from anything that it might be on the peels. And then I scrape the white part with a spoon or a back of a fork or a back of a knife. Use that for my smoothies or for my banana bread, which I'm going to make tomorrow. And I shred it with a fork, or you can chop it very, very, very finely. This is my preference because I like that ragu kind of a look, which are longer strings. And those strings I like to cut in different sizes. I don't let them so long like that because we're not making spaghetti out of the banana peels. Although we could, couldn't we? All right, my mushrooms are done here. And all the water is gone. At this stage, you can't rush it. You need to let the mushrooms take their time, because as Chef John say, they're called mushrooms and not rushrooms. That's the cutest thing, isn't it? I love him. Now you can add your banana peels, which are gracefully brown due to oxidation. I love it. So you add the bananas. See how brown they are. It's just like halfway done, half job done. I have a few considerations about how to cook and deal with the banana peels. And the first one is never, ever, ever marinate them. Because before I come to this point where I share the banana peels with you guys, the first recipe, I have done countless attempts and like failures because I wanted to make it the best way I could. So marinating them and added lots of spices, and there are several ways of cooking food, and one of the ways of cooking food is through acid and not heat. So what happened with the peels is that they developed even more acidity, and then they got rubbery. So this is something to do with the potassium in a banana. So you know those things that the simpler the better? This is one of them. Just like, don't make it complicated. Just put it like that. You don't need to do much for this to be delicious. Trust your bananas. All right, now a little bit of water. 1 teaspoon of vegetable bouillon. 1 teaspoon of my secret ingredient, mushroom powder. I just blend dry shiitake on my food processor and it turns into a powder. 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce. Dark soy sauce is more flavorful and less salty than regular soy sauce. Black pepper. And 1 tablespoon, a generous tablespoon of tomato puree. This is the sweet element of this food. It's important that you add a little bit of sweetness because it rounds everything. We are building blocks of flavors with herbs and spices and sugars and a little bit of acid, which are already present in the food. So when you add a little bit of sugar, it is like a bridge that connects everything together. This is as much as a recipe as it is a cooking technique, isn't it? A lot of information, but I think that when you go to cooking school and then you learn all these physics and the chemistry behind the food, lots of things start making sense. And I want to share everything with you, so don't get mad at me if it's too much information. If you would like a hint of smokiness, you can add at this point a 1/4 teaspoon of liquid smoke or a pinch of smoked paprika. Now, one thing I like to add every time I cook with tomatoes and I make a nice robust tomato sauce is 1 tiny bit of dark chocolate and 1 can of a good Italian peeled tomatoes. It can be whole, it can be crushed. Careful not to splash all over you. a little bit of crushed basil. All right, and while our ragu is cooking, I'm going to put my pasta in the stove, and I will be back to show you this wonder of the world. And I'm back, and everything is ready. So while you just turn off the heat, you add unsweetened plant-based milk, just to round everything a little bit more. Give it a good stir. And here I have my spaghetti, to which I'm going to add my bolognese, my ragu bolognese, which is obviously from Bologna. Bologna is a very interesting region, city in Italy, which has the oldest university in the world, and that's why they call it La Dotta, the smart one. A bit of basil, perhaps in this case, I like basil better, because summer and because Italy, and we're gonna give the old good parsley a break today, and here we have it. I'm going to make the test taste now, and I know it's gonna be good because I made this before. Julien, this is for you. Love. Come on. Jesus, take the wheel. This is love in a bowl. Can I say something? Suck it, Julien. This is for you. I know you're gonna love it. This is the kind of food that brings family together, brings everybody together. That's why I make food here on this channel, to bring people together, vegans, non-vegans, or whatever. If the food is good, people will come. Like that movie, if you build it, they will come. If you cook it, they will come. So this is it for today, guys. I really, really want you to give this a try. Leave the prejudice aside. Create your own banana peel recipes and keep tagging me on Facebook and then on Instagram, because I freaking love it. This is why I make food for you to be creative, to enjoy, to share with other people. That's really nice. And thank you for being here with me today in this banana peel episode. And I see you next time. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, share this video, spread it around so the world knows even more about the banana peels, because it's trending. Good for us. And I see you next time. Have a great week. Bye-bye.